loss to a shorthanded Heat squad was a gut punch. This would be a heck of a win for the Sixers. Tyrese. Oh my goodness!
I was actually in Los Angeles while he was there working out. And before noon, the guy had 3 workouts.
Yeah.
And so for me, putting the work in, literally 6 a.m., 10 a.m., and noon.
With Tyrese Maxey taking his next step as a player, it really seems like he's got the most freedom he's ever had in his NBA career. With him now set loose, there's just no stopping him. In a lot of ways, it looks like the NBA just doesn't seem to have an answer for Tyrese. Stick around till later in the video and you will see just how quickly he's becoming a superstar for the 76ers. Now, early in this season, Tyrese was among the top 10 in scoring and assists per game. While he's fallen a bit short of the top 10 now, he's still nothing short of amazing. And if you're having any doubts, well, let's go over some of his past achievements and see just how well he's played in the last season. Maxey's mostly an off-ball player who's helped pave the way for James Harden and Joel Embiid. This guy shot 43% from 3 on 6 attempts per game. A lot of this is thanks to his insane speed, which allows him to thrive off of gravity. Here's the thing though, some say that he relies a bit too much on his speed. Sure, he's fast, but agility isn't the only thing that goes into making a great player. Luckily, if you notice his game this season, you'll notice a pretty significant difference. Now that he's the lead guard, he's playing with a lot more pace and has different speeds for different points of the game. He's not just relying on his agility to carry him through, which makes him a lot more unpredictable if you ask me. There are a lot of situations where he uses his speed to get some separation, but at that point, he starts dribbling at a calm pace, letting his footwork do the talking. Then, once he's sure that it's time to strike, he switches to attack mode and becomes super fast. This really helps him slip by the defenders, and you'll notice he tends to end plays with his floater. This subtle change in his playstyle really elevates his playmaking ability, allowing him to stay a step ahead of the competition at every turn. And if you notice, this season especially, he was attracting a lot of attention on the court. I mean, you could see that he was starting to be guarded like a star player. That makes sense because he's become a much more dynamic and dangerous player because of how he's changed up his pace this season. In previous seasons, because of how fast he was going, he tended not to pick up on reads as much as he does now. This allowed him to play well alongside Embiid too. Like in one of the matches this season, Tyrese played pretty calmly as he headed towards the defense. He then pumped up the speed, only to notice that he had 4 defenders in his area. Now, the old Maxey would probably turn to brute force his way through and end up messing up as a result. But now, he's carefully surveyed his situation and noticed that Embiid was wide open. But even better, EMBIID was in the perfect position, so he passed the ball over to him, and this led to an easy dunk. And it seems even the fans agree the guy's got mad potential right now. One even said, "Been waiting so long for him to get this opportunity. Never wanted Harden because of exactly what has happened." Maxey has superstar ability right now. He just needs to be allowed to let it flourish. So it should be pretty obvious by now that his pace this season has been a lot better than what he had previously. But that's not the only thing that's making it so hard for the NBA to have an answer for the guy, because his handles have seen a ton of improvement too. It's very visible just how confident he is this season. Tyrese feels at ease making moves he probably wasn't confident enough for before. Because of this, the guy's got a bag of moves that can help him create separation whenever it's needed. Plus, there's also the fact that as a lead guard, he's got more freedom to make the kind of plays that he wants. And for the most part, this has made him more aware of his surroundings while on the court. This season especially, his 2-man game with Embiid has become downright awe-inspiring. They really seem like they can become a dynamic duo if they continue to work on their skills together. A big reason why it probably works as well as it does is because Maxey isn't predictable. He can score from anywhere on the court, and he moves when he passes the ball. And he's very comfortable playing off the ball. Add in the fact that he's a great shot maker, with him doing some spectacular things while creating off the dribble. Not to mention, he can hit threes while he's moving. Plus, before y'all forget, he's also one of the best floaters in the league right now. Even with multiple defenders around him, he's just got the magic touch to help him score when needed. Truth be told, he's always been an excellent shot maker, but this ability of his is really coming to light now, more than ever before. And that's all thanks to his newfound confidence and the fact that he's got the keys to change things up. And like I said, it's clear the NBA is well aware of just how much of a star he is. Teams are already beginning to face guard him off the ball. They're showing multiple defenders at the guy while driving. They're even going as far as to extend their defense out to half court to deal with the guy. It's likely that defenders will continue to get more and more aggressive against him, which only adds to his star power. It's going to be interesting to see how Maxey handles this additional pressure now that he's such a big threat to the NBA. I'm sure, considering how much better he is this season compared to the previous ones, that he's going to keep on dishing out even more improvements overall. And truth be told, it's not just me who thinks this, because even the fans are on his side. One even said he definitely improved his handle this offseason, which was a great decision given his shooting and athleticism were already excellent last season. Increased driving threat opens up his entire game for clean shots, and I totally agree. We're already seeing how his game has gotten better with more aggression and precise pacing. If he continues that trend, Maxey could easily mark his spot as a top tier player in the league. But that's not the only things fans have to say about Maxey's rise. It's no surprise that with a player this interesting, tons of eyes are set on what he'll do next. Some folks think he's got the potential to be even better, but he's gonna have to work for it. A fan said, due to Tyrese's size, if he studied Iverson's offensive game, he would make meteoric strides in getting buckets. You already see this in his leaning right or left on shots, as Al did. If he could find his spots more in between defenders, that would be killer. And let's just say, for a lot of Sixers fans, he might just be the final hope they've got. One really passionate Sixers fan even laid it all out and said it like it is. Maxey is the only thing stopping us Sixers fans from abandoning the team. We need to give him a huge role and get rid of losers like Harden. It's clear that Harden leaving might just be a blessing in disguise after all. Not only is it giving more freedom and control to Tyrese, but it's also showing fans that the team is willing to make some serious changes and work towards creating new stars who can excel on the court. Finally, another fan thinks that while Tyrese has the potential, he's not there just yet. They added, I am a die-hard Sixers fan and obviously a Maxey fan. He needs to improve his handles and a change of pace, playmaking. If he does that, he will be elite. Anyway, that's a wrap. See you in the next video.